With Germany being Europe's largest economy, Washington and Berlin have long treasured a close relationship. But over the past year, there is new tension between Trump and German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Well, Thomas Sparrow joins me now. He's a political and security correspondent at Deutsche Welle in Berlin. Thomas, things have changed a great deal, haven't they, when you remember former President Barack Obama's last visit to Berlin, addressing hundreds of thousands of people in the crowd saying, "Ich bin ein Berliner." And then you look at Trump and hear how he's been criticizing Angela Merkel's refugee policy, for instance. Where do you see their relationship now?
Clearly, things have changed in this past year. In fact, Mr. Obama and Mrs. Merkel were closest partners. You may remember that Mr. Obama's final call as US president was precisely to Angela Merkel. Obviously, all this situation has changed since Mr. Trump took office. And I think the two main things that you can take from this last year is first, that the transatlantic relationship is no longer a given, something that was clearly for many, many years until Mr. Trump arrived. It is something that now has to be fought for. It's something that Europeans, not only Germans, have to clearly express where they stand and what type of values they defend. But a second aspect is that the relationship is still important, irrespective of who is in the White House or who is in the Chancellery or who is in other European countries. The US and Germany still share a lot of challenges. They still share a lot of things, and Germany still values the US as a very important partner. So from that perspective, they are still trying to have a sort of pragmatic approach to the relationship with the United States now under President Donald Trump.
Of course, both countries are also in the NATO alliance. What does Berlin make of Trump calling out fellow NATO members for delayed payments and commitments?
Well, this has certainly been one of the main issues of contention between Germany and the United States in recent time, especially after Donald Trump has called time and time again that countries must pay their fair share when it comes to NATO. In fact, Germany has already said that that's a goal that they want to fulfill, pay the 2% of GDP towards defense spending. So from that perspective, it's obviously something that Germany doesn't necessarily view very positively, that Donald Trump has constantly been criticizing Germany on this, but it is also something that Germany is very conscious of.
All right, Thomas Sparrow, many thanks for joining us there with your insight from Berlin.